Hello! I'm in my house dress because it has been so freaking hot. As the title says, I did want to take this time to talk about uncertainty and just my experience. My perspective and experiences and feelings, it really just comes in so many different waves. When I started this channel and this journey last year and even leading up to earlier this year, I felt like I was a bit more just open to uncertainty. I was doing a lot more deconstruction, unraveling, letting things go, letting illusions fall. Those were the kind of phases that I was in. But I think since those were more bigger themes, I was a lot more open to uncertainty, and I really just didn't know who I am. And now that I've been learning who I am, what I like, what I don't like, what kind of life I want to live, the things I want to experience, my relationship with uncertainty has kind of, it's like push and pull. It's like love and hate. But I think I'm learning that when it comes to big picture things, like the grand scheme of things, that is when I am a bigger fan of uncertainty, because I'm like, oh, so many things can happen and life can go so many ways. There are so many things I don't know about, so many things I've yet to learn and try and experience. But on a smaller scale, like on a day-to-day scale, it frustrates me so much. It's like, ah! If you watched my last video, I mentioned towards the end that I quit my job. I quit my job after 3 weeks, a hostess at a restaurant, and honestly, the job itself of being a host was not bad. Coworkers, I liked everybody I worked with. Everyone was so nice and kind. But management and just how things operated since the very beginning with onboarding, I don't know what the right word for it is without being like, but there is a lot of labor law violations. But unemployed again, jobless again, going back in that process of applying, interview, apply, whether it's online or if I'm out and about and see postings that, you know, they're hiring and stuff. But oh my gosh, but even when I had the job, so many things were uncertain, like the schedule. It was a new restaurant, so everybody was hired, onboarded, trained all at the same time. And after training week, we went into soft opening, and y'all, the schedule, first it came out like 10 p.m, 11 p.m, midnight, around usually like 11:30 p.m, midnight the day before. Then one day it came out at 2 a.m, and then the next day it came at 8 a.m, and then they changed it at 9 a.m. So it was a lot of stress, anxiety, anticipation of, am I going to work tomorrow? Am I going to work today? You know, everyone basically planning their life and schedule around that very short noticeness. It just felt like I had to choose between listening to my manager or like my rights as an employee, and I was not gonna let those people play in my face and play with my time. Maybe one day I'll make a more detailed video about it. But yeah, even when I was at work, those day-to-day things, like there was just a lot unknown, a lot uncertain, especially with the schedule. And you know, like it was hard to like even plan for tomorrow or sometimes today when that schedule wasn't out yet. And again, I'm unemployed, which means no predictable income, which means trying to, you know, save, cut back, and just feeling that guilt of spending when you're not making any money, or even like when you are, I guess, you know, making money, but it's not the, like, it's not a certain amount of money you ideally like to make. Unemployment, it's just so many things are uncertain, like both large scale, which again I told you I'm okay with, but on the smaller scale, like the day-to-day, it really does frustrate me, especially when it comes to just money and materials, and it's just really frustrating because I really crave stability right now, or more specifically like financial, material stability, having a stable source of income like a job to provide for that, while I pursue my interests. Actually, the main thing is pursuing my interests. The job is the side thing that helps me to pursue that interest. But yeah, like I said, I really am just craving stability and predictability. But honestly, like when I quit, I told my friend at this point staying at this job would probably be more stressful and depressing than looking for another job. And sometimes, like, it really sucks to be a very intrinsically motivated person, because, you know, like, everything is an exchange. You could have a 6-figure salary, a 7-figure salary, but at what cost? Sometimes I really wish I was just externally motivated, and that, like, you know, you just dangle a little dollar, dangle some money in front of me, but no. Sometimes I feel crazy because I'm like, I want to find the right fit. I want something that aligns with me, that doesn't fucking drain me, because I don't want to numb out or become miserable. Like, I don't want to become a miserable person and numb out. I have my tea. Hold on, let me take a sip of my tea. And the thing with unemployment is you have time, but the income, if you're not doing something like business, whether, you know, your own business or, yeah, like a personal business. I'm tired of being in the freaking house. Like, I just want routine and a paycheck right now. Like, it really is just, it just comes in waves, because some days I'm like, what am I gonna do today? And other days I'm like, I just want predictability for today, for tomorrow, for my week. I just feel so like unstable and shaky right now. Like, everything's a bit shaky right now. Is this another tower moment? Oh, like can a girl keep a job? Because this one, I lasted like 3 weeks, poor management, and then my last one, it was 2 months because I got laid off. And then I go through these waves of like, it's my fault, I'm not doing enough, and then be so kind to yourself. I'm trying to find that, you know, that middle neutral ground where I'm like, be proactive and looking for a job and what I can do, plus pursuing my interests. But I'm just sick and tired of being in the house all the time. Being in the house all the time, and like, I don't know, libraries are just too quiet for me to work. And like, especially if the thing I'm learning is music production, and sometimes I just don't want to have my headphones in all the time. And then like cafes, I'm like spending at least $7 on a drink. I went to a cafe today, well, a boba tea shop, and my favorite boba tea shop and it was so freaking busy. Well, not like so busy the line was out the door, but busy that all the tables were taken. But I did get a table. Yeah, I got a table. Someone else did ask to like sit at it. It was a 4-person table, so they sat diagonally from me, and it made me happy to see it, like, it's so busy. And you know, when people talk about third spaces online, you know, cafes I believe do fall under that, but the community aspect of it, questionable, because it was busy, but there was a laptop at every table and everyone, you know, just on their laptops or headphones in. Me, guilty, had my headphones in, but I was journaling. I had to force myself to journal because it's been 3 weeks since I journaled. But yeah, like, it made me happy to see the space so full, but also kind of sad that everyone is just looking at a screen. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot. My period is late. And I'm 1000% sure it's because of the job stress and anxiety that my period is late. So that is another layer of uncertainty. And like, you know, like, when you, like, it's just annoying. Like, when your period is late or your cycle is irregular, it's just all uncertain. It's like any day now, any moment now. And I'm trying so hard not to stress over it, but I am really stressing over it. But that's also because, like, I kind of have a little bit busy of a weekend this weekend, and just, you know, seeing family and being out and stuff. And oh, but like, I'm trying to find the silver linings, or just seeing it through, just see it through, you know, show up every day. What did I write? I found my journal. Just keep showing up for myself every day and blah blah blah. This is my journal. I wish I could Command F in a journal, so I'm gonna sit here until I find it. Okay, I found it. There's just so much happening at the same time, all at the same time. But it's okay. I'll be okay. Just keep moving. Keep showing up at myself. What? Keep showing up for myself at my own pace, creating my own path, whatever shape, because it's not linear. Working in cycles and working with my cycle. And then that's when I was like, oh, my cycle is also late because of that stressful job, blah blah blah. But yeah, keep showing up, keep moving, and move at your own pace. Slow down. No need to rush, no need to hustle, no need to manufacture urgency. Move at my own pace, even if that slow us to others. Be present, observe, experience. But I lied, y'all. I don't like uncertainty. You know, I remember sometimes I remind myself, embrace your I don't knows. I don't know. And some days it's like that. I don't know what's next. And other days I'm like, I don't even know what's next, and it's driving me nuts. I just want to know what's next. I just want to know what's ahead. Anyways, that was that. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my tea. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments any thoughts, any feedback, if you relate, if you don't relate. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, save, share, repost. And I'll see you on my next video.